I'm also saying what's out of start time.
Don't you gonna do like an intro like?
I'm gonna do an intro. When we too like I'm not going to you seem to
No, you can sit forward. I'm just sitting and giving you your
my what?
stage thingy-ma-bob. What do they call it?
Don't know, lights.
Yeah.
You can put this. And welcome to Conversations with Z. So today, actually, this is the first time I'm having a conversation with someone on the camera in over a year. The last time I did the interview, it was with Lulu. So today I've invited Sive. So should you introduce yourself, Kanye? I should.
You can introduce me.
Okay. I'm not going to introduce you.
Okay, my name is Sivenathi, aka Clinton Tromelo. Well, Clinton is my second name, not legally, but anyway. Yeah, long story. Yeah, I'm 19 years old, and she's not my friend. She's too old to be my friend.
And you do feel want to sit you and appeal, ma? Why is it in Marco?
It's mutual respect.
So I'm actually mama like I'm your mom's age.
Yeah, if my mom was still alive, she'll be your age.
How old am I?
My mom will be 36.
So I'm probably in my mid-30s.
Early 30s, yeah.
My goodness. See, I'm only 10 years older than you. I'm 29 actually.
But it still makes sense. 6 years is nothing.
So I'm closer to William and Mama than now.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm definitely old. Clearly, Stevie wants me to be old.
Not old, older.
Okay, I'm older than you.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So, I'm just someone that you know. Introduce me.
Okay, guys, this is Sis Z.
Anyways, so I met Usive at the rehab, right? Last year I volunteered at a rehab. I showed you guys a video, and he was part of the people that sang. Because I don't know what
I was indoors the whole December.
But what happened to your complexion?
And then my mom wanted to see a friend at Gordon's Bay, so I had to go with her. It was hot.
Oh, so chill on that day.
And I didn't want to put on a cap because I had this dye on, yeah, but what's the use of dyeing when the people can't see it? So
I don't know what you're saying. It's like sunscreen, you should have sunscreen. Then I was watching.
Okay.
Okay, so let's get to this. Siva says along the camera and writing.
It's the last time. The people love me, but they're cheering now. What's the home?
Anyways, so Siva, I met Siva at the rehab that I was volunteering in. There's sessions.
You're just there talking. I didn't know what was I don't know, counseling, therapy. What do you call this? Programs, singing, arts and culture, acting. Yoga man, entertainer. Yeah, entertainer.
I was entertaining, but I also had like therapy, counseling sessions.
Yeah.
So I don't know what I was doing, but I felt compelled to do something. I felt like I needed to give back and I needed to help. And I knew that I can speak reasoning into people's lives. And also I wanted to learn things from abantu that are being rehabilitated as well. Mm-hmm. So while I was there, I actually liked you so much because you were not even part of the sessions. You were now
Yeah, I was interested. I was like, oh, okay, let me go see.
Yeah, so at the rehab now, not everyone went to the sessions that I did. Abantu, certain people, like the criteria was abantu sebezophuma rehab, also abantu abamamelayo rehab.
It was so stupid.
Okay,
it was so unnecessary.
Yeah, we were trying to limit the number of people in Zakwazu.
If umdu omamelayo goes to a therapy session or like a program where you are taught how to conduct yourself, how is it going to help him? Because he already knows what to do with his life.
So you feel that you needed the program because bungaba banga mameli.
No, since when did security, I had to go securitize the program.
Yeah.
And then I ended up joining the program.
Right. So okay, he ended up being part of the program, but I liked him so much because he didn't say things that were conventional. Your opinions, you are very opinionated. You are talking about a teenager. He had a lot of opinions to say, and he was very smart. But more than anything,
I was very smart.
you were very smart. I'm not saying you're no longer smart, Kalo.
Oh.
Did you go look at the time when I met you?
Okay.
He was this pretty boy that's very smart, very honest. I think you stood out because you were very cool as specs. Number one, disruptive. So and he could sing, right? So that's what drew me close to you.
So you're gonna make me sing again?
And what? No, I'm not gonna make you sing. But what I want to know, like, abantu ke ngoku, need to find out, like, why drugs? How did you like? What 10?
Why did I choose drugs?
Drugs chose me. I didn't choose them. No, you need to answer. You need to take this seriously because they need to listen to you.
Like it was a 50-50 like thing. I didn't choose them, but they all. I actually also chose them. Okay, like it started. Like everything is a drug. Any substance is a drug. Even if it's enki, even if it's juala, it's a substance. Enki, nicotine is in the enki. And nicotine is addictive, so it's drugs. So I started off with enki, but it was the first time I smoked in my whole entire life was in primary school or grade 3. But like the gardener used to smoke in the yard. So he left his dompi payana, and then we used a magnifying glass to like light it up. But it was like a small children's thing. We didn't light it up to smoke it. And then I don't know what made me pick it up. I picked it up. I wanted to see what the guy was doing, and then I puffed my first cigarette. And then my mom gave me a hiding at school because she worked there. She was a teacher there. So after that, let's say grade 7, when I came out of primary school, that's when I started smoking cigarettes like on a daily basis. And then grade 8, middle of the year, let's say 2019, that's when I started smoking weed for the first time. And then that's where I started the whole mischief thing. Like I used to go to this one school called Daniel's Academy. It's in Gordon's Bay. So I used to take a bus from Imakaza to Somerset West by the bus station, and then take a taxi to Gordon's Bay. So in Somerset West, by the bus station, there's a lot of rastas there. So like they sell weed, and then like they hide their weeds, like
on the bus side.
Yeah, in certain places. So one day I saw this one guy hiding like a black bag, like a black plastic bag in those gutters, like those big gutters. He hid it there, but he didn't see that I saw him. And then I went to check it out, and then I saw it was like a whole bag with bags inside of weed. And then I took one bag, and then I put the bag again inside. And then when my friend, it was a big huge bag, and then when I got home, and then I was like, yeah, I have the package. And then we started smoking weed. And then that happened on a daily basis. Or the Rasa didn't notice anything because it was too much weed in the bag.
So balance.
And then I didn't stop going to the school, but I got a transport that takes me to school. So I stopped stealing the weed there. So I found a way to make money. Yes.
Which was?
It was a bad idea. Like, we met this guy, Makaz. Like, it was a rich guy, very rich. And then he was telling us, since we're children, he was like asking us questions, and then he just gave us 800 rand. And then he gave us his number, and then he said, if you wanted money, you should call him. And then obviously I called him because I want money. And then he was like, yeah, let's meet up somewhere. And then I used to meet this guy up for like a month. After a month, and then he said that I have to do a job for him. And then I didn't voma anything because I was still like young. I didn't know what was going on.
You were like 13, 14?
15. And then...
What was the job?
Oh, he said I have to move something for him. I don't know what was it. And then I was like, move something. And then he was like, yeah, it's a package that I need to be moved. I don't know, from Kwalanga to Apmakas. And then I was like, no, I can't do that. And then I can't do that. And then yeah, he tried to do something. And then luckily I ran away.
To what? You're not gonna speak in riddles.
He tried to do sexual conduct with me.
Yes.
And then I ran away, and then I didn't tell my mom about it. I just kept like acting normal. And then my mom, the way I lost contact with the guy is when my mom confiscated my phone for like 2 weeks, and then she gave it back. And then after 2 weeks, my mom got stabbed. They were robbing her. And she thought it was a drug dealer. And then she found out, before she thought it was a drug dealer, she found out that I smoked weed. And then she asked me, why do I smoke weed? I was like, I don't know why I smoke weed, but it's just normal. And then and then that passed, and then she got stabbed. And then she sent me to a psychiatrist because she could see that I smoke weed too much. So she like thought that it might be depression or bipolar or whatever it was. And then I went to a psychiatrist, and then they diagnosed me with depression. But I didn't go on medication yet at that time. And then my mom asked what's the problem, and then I didn't tell her. And then it took like 2 weeks after she found out, and then I told her what happened with that guy, and then she moved away. And then she thought that the guy sent like his minions to finish her off.
So this guy asks you basically to move something, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't want to move whatever you are told to move.
Do not comply.
Right? And then your mom confiscates your phone in the process, and then she gets stabbed, and then she suspects that it's the guy that sent people to stab her because you don't want to comply.
Yeah.
Then what do you do then after, in an attempt maybe to rescue your mom? Do you then contact the guy? What happens?
No, I don't contact the guy. I tried to contact him, but he changed his number. So we moved from Makaza to Strand in 2019, and then I went to like this hospital thing for like adolescents who are depressed, and then I stayed there for like 3 months, and then I came out, and then we stayed in Strand. And then the only problem that we moved from Strand to Makasa was transport, because my mom didn't have transport to go to work. It was very far.
Were you depressed?
Yes.
Why?
Because of the whole drug dealer nonsense.
Did you end up working for the guy?
No.
You refused to work. Do you think the package was drugs that you were supposed to sell?
Probably. Because
Right.
what other package can the guy can't fetch for himself?
People might be lost because you said that if your mom was still alive, she'd be right about my age, but you keep on referring to your mom. So we just need to clarify, but the mom that you are talking about is your grandmom, but you refer to your grandmom
As
as your mama because mama passed away. When did your mom pass away?
she passed away in 2005, around about April.
How old were you?
1 year old.
And how does that make you feel?
Quite angry.
Why?
Like ufele ndoni njengengamazi.
Do you have pictures of your mom?
Yeah, I do. When she was still in school, she got pregnant in grade 11, and then she died while doing grade 12.
Why? Do you know perhaps?
My grandmother says she died of pneumonia and HIV. Yeah.
Does it not make you scared? Maybe because your mom passed away with HIV and pneumonia, but how's your relationship with HIV?
I don't have HIV, guys. Don't think I have HIV. Man, the people are gonna think I have HIV. I don't have HIV.
No.
She got the HIV after giving birth.
I'm not saying that you have HIV. I'm asking what's the relationship. Why are you angry?
Hey.
Now, asking what's the relationship with HIV? So, do you think part of your depression was had a contribution? Lento ba mama ko pass away when you were young, or was it other factors? Was it just the drugs?
It was the whole thing, not knowing my mom, not knowing my dad. My dad is still alive, and I know him by like there's like no talking, nothing.
How do you know him? What do you mean you know him? He's alive, but you don't know him.
Like he is starting the house I grew up. He grew up in the same street, like 4 houses away. And I saw him every day, and he saw me every day, but he said nothing.
How does that make you feel?
Very, very angry. You see, if I see him on the street now, Lord help me, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Do you look like him or do you look like your mom?
Yeah, Kolan looks exactly like this, guys, but older. He looks exactly like me. I don't look like my mom.
You look like your dad.
Yeah.
Do you not want a relationship with him?
I do. First, I'm gonna beat him up first, then we can talk.
Why don't you reach out?
Reach out? No, like my whole family told me, oh, your dad doesn't want you. We tried when you were young, and his mom or grandmother was like chasing us out. There's a whole family feud thing. So I don't want to go there.
Do you scared of maybe he'll reject you?
No.
Do you think he's going to accept you even though you've never spoken?
No.
What do you think?
I don't know. He's probably going to be like, oh, Sean, don't tell me. Tell my cousin, okay, Sean, no phone. And then he doesn't call again. Like, I want Lolo. Rehab. He's Lolo's friend. Very close friend. And he saw me by rehab and then he said hi. I was like, hi. Nothing else. Yeah.
Can I speak about you being arrested?
It's a vlog. It's a conversation with Sivenathi.
Yes, because tell us about you. You got arrested at some point. What was that? Why?
The reason. I've been lying to many people, guys, why I got arrested.
Okay, now tell the truth this time around.
Yeah, I wish I don't watch this. Okay, the reason why I got arrested was after I started smoking drugs in 2020. I started smoking drugs in 2020. And 2021, I got arrested. No, 2020, I got arrested. The reason why I got arrested was I stole 200 rand from my grandmother. And she thought I stole her ID also. So she opened a case against me. And then the police came to fetch me. And then I went to like a juvenile detention center called Bonnie Town. Yeah, that was horrific.
How was that experience?
At first I was like, I'm not gonna do anything, like I'm not gonna go into any gangs or anything. But I ended up the situation, they forced me to that point of joining like
a gang?
Yeah.
How did the situation force you? Why would you join a gang?
Okay, it all started like the police transferred me. Oh yeah, I slept in the cell for 3 days because they arrested me on Friday. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday I went to court and then my grandmother was there. I was really shocked that I'm at court with my grandmother now. And then they were saying, I didn't say anything. Even the judge, when they asked me, do you have something to say? I just kept quiet and I looked at the judge like, bruh, what can I say? Do you want me to say something or what? And then they were like, okay, yeah. And then they were like, they didn't sentence me or anything. They said they're gonna like investigate. So they can't put me in a police cell or whatever. So I have to go to a detention center. It's like a safety place. Nothing safe about that place anyway. So they transformed me to this Bonnie Town thing. And then I couldn't even look at my grandmother. I just looked down. It's a hole. It's a hole. It's like a long way down and then it's pitch black. You only see like brightness when they open the door. And then
on the other side.
Yeah. And then I went to the holding cells and then they took me to Bonnie Town. And then I changed into the Bonnie Town uniform. Then they sent me to, there's 4 domes there, red, blue, green, and yellow. Yellow is they say it's the ones that are sentenced at Bonnytown. So they can't leave Bonnytown whether they reach the age of 18, they have to stay there. And then it's like they're grounded. And then green section is from 14 and up. And red and blue is for like 15, 17, 16, 17, 15.
And you were part of the blue?
Red.
Red, okay.
And then I went into red section. It was that time of COVID, so I had to stay in a single cell for 14 days. And then they
to be quarantined.
Yeah, then they can move me to the rooms with the other guys. So I stayed in there. They locked me up there. I couldn't go out. I couldn't do anything. So I stayed there. But I didn't stay for 14 days. I stayed 6 days because a new guy was coming. And then they already saw I don't have COVID or anything. And the other single cell was like a private room for this one guy. He has bipolar and he can beat up anyone at any time. So they put him there. But they didn't lock him up. They like he's his own room. He's like OCD or anything. Can't stay with other people. And then they put him there. Then I moved to this room 5. That's the biggest room in the dorm. All the room 5s are the biggest rooms. So I slept there. My first night was fine. Second night fine. And then the third night, I made a friend called, I forgot his name now, Jason or Jade, I don't know. But he was very kind. He was the lead of the dorm, like by force. They don't put like a room leader or anything. He was the alpha of the thingamabob. And then he taught me how to do stuff there, like wake up now, do that, eat, do that, don't accept any puddings from anyone because you are wife. I listened to that though. And then it came a time where I needed to smoke. And then Jason gave me cigarettes and stuff. And then Jason had to leave because he was being adopted by these other people. So the other people who put a case on him, they dropped it because his adopted parents begged them to drop it.
Drop the case.
Yeah, and then he was going there. And then I was stranded alone because Jason is gone now. And then these other guys came, I forgot their names. I had another friend called Loli. They moved him to blue section because he was fighting a lot in red. He had a lot of enemies up, so they moved him to blue section. So he was far away. We only met when we went out on the field and stuff. So I stayed there in room 5. I didn't move. And then this other guy, I forgot his name, Muhammad or whatever. He tried to be Jason to me now. But I didn't trust him because all his friends they are messed up. So I was like, okay, whatever. And then he started giving me cigarettes. He wanted to be my friend and stuff. And then the weird thing started when they said that I must start cleaning the room. Like my cleaner, I don't care if I have to sweep. It's like 1 2 1 2. It's tiles or cement or anything. So I always clean the room and stuff. And then open the windows and stuff like that. And then one day I was like, I'm tired now, I'm not gonna do this. And then they said clean the room. They actually asked me, can you please clean the room like as a normal person? And then that time I was like, no, I'm tired. And then they were forcing me to do the thing. And then they called and
what thing? Clean?
Yeah, to clean. And then they called the new alpha of the dorm now. He was an American guy. He has a sin as a Makaya. He was in there for rape. And then he was coming at me trying to scare me and stuff. I'm like, bruh, you can beat me up all you want, but I'm tired, I'm not gonna do this. And then he was like, oh, okay. But the okay that he gave me was a threat in some way. And then that night, at 1 o'clock, I was attacked by them. And then they didn't do anything. They were just it was a normal fight and stuff. And then the warden came and then he stopped the fight. And then he took the other, it was 2 guys, and then they had to sleep in the lounge. It's a area where we eat, watch TV and play games, whatever we do. They took mattresses and went to sleep there. And then the second night they came back and then they attacked me again. But this time there were 4 of them now. and then they ended up raping me. But the warden at that time, it wasn't Mr. Dreyer, because Mr. Dreyer was on hand. He used to stay in the dome in case anything happens. The other guys were not there. They were in the like staff room or anything in the office. And then it happened. And then I didn't tell anyone. I just kept quiet. And then I stayed in my room the whole day. And then they did it again the second night. And then the morning after that, they were like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Is that a question that you should ask like right now?" Mm-hmm. And then when I came out of the room, Mr. Dreyer like approached me, and then he thought that I was like gone because he didn't see me for like a full day. And I was like, "No, I'm here." And then he was like, "Why did you stay in your room?" I was like, "No, I was sick." And then he knew that something was going on, because you could see like this guy is not supposed to be here. Obviously there's something going on with him. And then he called me to the office, and then when we reached the office, he says, "If the guys ask you why were you at the office, just say your mom called or the detective called or anything." And then I was like, "Okay." And then he sent me to this one social worker there, and then that's where I told them what happened. And then they called my mom, and then my mom was shocked. And then she came to visit on the visiting day, and she was crying, and then she says that it's fine if I blame her for what happened.
Do you blame her for what happened? Or did you ever blame her?
I did blame her.
How do you feel now?
Well, I'm past that now.
Are you past it, or do you try to move past it?
I'm past the fact that the fact that I'm blaming her.
Mm-hmm.
I passed that part.
And how does it make you feel knowing that you were raped as a guy? Because people never speak about it. It's frowned upon. People don't want to come out. A lot of people have been molested or raped, but it's never a conversation. And the first time when you told me this, I said, "I'm sorry." And then you said, "I don't want you to feel sorry for me."
Yeah, I don't want people to feel sorry.
And when you said that, I was like, "Lomdana." Like, I don't want to lie. Like, I came back.
You must just say, "Okay, I'm sorry to hear that." Not that I'm sorry you were raped. No.
No, then I said, Bana, "Okay, I'm sorry that you had to go through that experience." Does that still sound wrong? Because you're like, because "I'm sorry." Then you're like, "I don't want you to feel sorry for me." It's almost as if you're irritated or annoyed to hear
not
that.
Not irritated or annoyed. Like, I don't want people to like
sympathize or feel pity for you.
No, besides that, I don't want people to become friends or like to be in my personal life just because Sivenathi berate you.
It's not like it is Sivenathi, but do you see how small you are
compared to?
No, like you're very small compared to me. Look at your arm, look at mine. So do you see how small you are? And this happened like how many years ago? 3 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Probably
4 years ago.
4 years ago. So I can imagine how little you were and how vulnerable you were, and knowing how soft you are. I'm not saying you're not a tough guy. So I'm like, I can't imagine what you have gone through. Yeah. But you've taught me something, but I should, because they tell me sorry for no reason. Indeed, shame. But anyways, what is the question? Like, how does it make you feel now that, because now people are gonna watch, right? And other people don't know this. I think about it that person that you are close to, you need to tell them before they know it from YouTube.
What? My like the people that I'm close to.
Yes.
Tell them what?
I don't know. Okay,
how I feel about the.
No. The young that you've disclosed up.
Mm-hmm.
It's people that you are close to. I think you should tell, so that because shocked, but find out with the rest of the world.
No, they know.
Oh, they know. Okay, fine. So how does it make you feel? Okay, because like you feel like a girl, you feel emasculated, you feel useless, you feel helpless. It's a shame, like you carry a burden, you don't want people to know.
Yes, I'm so shocked that people who go through rape, they actually think that they're useless or they hate themselves. Hi guys, man, can you go? You? It's like fate. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna say it was bound to happen. Like you were at the wrong place at the wrong time. You didn't know that. We don't know the future. Yeah, boy. So like, yeah, it happened. First, I was like, I hated. Yeah, I also felt like that. Like, oh, I want to die now. And then my depression went through the roof at that time. And then, yeah, I felt so useless and stuff. Then I hated myself. Yeah, I tried to commit suicide 3 times. And then, yeah.
So how did you move past that stage of being, feeling helpless, wanting to commit suicide?
Drugs.
So drugs were your, like they gave you the high.
Like, I wanted to die, but I was scared of killing myself.
So you wanted someone to do it for you?
Yeah, like I smoked drugs. I was like, okay, I know they're gonna kill me, so let's, and they are nice. Like these young guys, to all the drug addicts there, you know what I'm talking about. Drugs are nice, but they are not good for you.
What's nice about drugs?
The feeling.
What feeling do you get?
I told you this.
You told me this. People don't know. I know, ne? But I'm asking you so that other people know.
You are making it you hard, guys. Like, you know when you drink alcohol, the vibe and the music, yeah, bro. Drinking, yeah, you gobble it like that. Like, the feeling after drinking, you get drunk. Yeah, it's like that. But with thick, with the thick, you are very fresh. It's like drinking like 20 of these times 100.
So you like the fact that it gave you an energy.
Yeah.
You were not down. Did it bring you joy?
Yes, because I was zularing the whole township, smogol to smogol. Yeah, and then a lot of people knew me.
Yeah. So they're like, you long time as Mosha, but best in the band.
But you as emotion, did girl, but with SARS.
Mosha gala
with SARS. Yo.
See, so then what then happens? Because number one, you are very smart. When I say smart, you are smart. Like we know this, right? You're one of those kids. So you're good at maths, you're good at physics, you are brilliant at singing, you are creative, you are eloquent, you can express yourself.
If you hear my girlfriend sing, then you would definitely hate my voice.
So you guys should sing together. Yeah, the one and then girlfriend, but it's a conversation for another day.
Why? Talk it. It's about me. This conversation is me. It's not somebody else.
No, this is a thing, right? Like people that I've learned a thing or two about drug addiction when I was at the rehab.
Oh, so when I break up, you think I'm gonna relapse again? You man, see there, and yeah, I can go like but you son, go back to drugs for a girl.
But no, when you love not too much, you need to love too much. Right? But
the colors will catch.
Yes, and when you're in, you all in. You worry me like you gonna try fucker. No, when your whole arm is in it, and when you are hurt and disappointed, you can't hide it.
That's the whole point. You mustn't hide when you're hurt.
I'm not saying you should.
That's what causes depression.
I'm not saying Steve, you should, but I worry that will you handle it?
I've handled like 15 other breakups, so.
Okay, I'll trust you. 5 bob.
5 bob.
No.
So 18 5 bob na.
Yes, but
Tank bomb.
Yes, but I don't want anything to happen but you understand because abantu drug addicts, sorry to say, or recovering drug addicts, because they have so much love, they can't deal with disappointment.
Do you know why drug addicts give off a lot of love at the same time?
Why?
Like they want that love be thrown back to them.
So it's a bouncing thing. It's like the more I give you, the more I get as well.
Because drug addicts, what I experienced, like
I should do that.
You might not be neglected by your family, but there is that space to be like, they don't understand what I'm going through.
Void.
Yeah, bro. So after those you see things differently as like a normal human being. Like when I used to smoke, when I come back home, my mom the first thing she would look at my eyes And when they're red, she's like, "Oh, child, child, I'm born child." And then I'll be like, "You know I smoke drugs. Why do you have to do this every day?" Now I feel like I'm being attacked. All they like focused on is the drugs. The way I feel and the things I do on my daily basis, like I was in school and they don't ask that anymore. They asking about the drugs.
So you wanted them to ignore the drug and look at you as a person, John?
Not ignore the drugs, but find the issue of the drugs. It took me 2 years to get it through their brain. But I have a like emotional problem. That's why I'm smoking drugs. And they were like, oh. And then I went to counseling. And
Did the counseling help?
No.
You said this. Okay. You got clinically diagnosed with depression? Mm-hmm. Then you were put on medication.
Yes.
How's the relationship with you and your medication?
I still take them sometimes.
Why sometimes?
When I feel like very, very depressed, then I take the ones from the clinic.
Uh-huh.
I have a natural one. What is it called again? Mindset set, something like that. It's like a natural pill that you take to like lower your stress levels or your mood swings. Because somebody with depression, their mood swings are like this.
They are like that.
Yeah, and that causes bipolar.
Are you bipolar?
No. If I was bipolar now, I would be very angry just walking out.
So how's the relationship? Do you take them sometimes? Is that the doctor's order? Is it something that Sivenathi decided?
A doctor doesn't know how I feel every day, so I can't listen to him.
Is that a good thing?
Yes. Okay, does better than
But most people that are prescribed with medication, they refuse or reject the medication, and then because they feel that they don't want to depend on the drug because for some reason medication do you sometimes feel like...
I used to feel like that 2022, 2023 at the first. Guys, stop thinking that. Like, it's not about to depend that you're going to be dependent on the drug. It's just for now to get through what you're dealing with. This is going to help you to think straight, because people with depression don't think straight. That's why they end up killing themselves. Yeah.
So Sive, skip to the part where I speak to you the Monday. I remember this.
There's a lot of Mondays in this Nyaka.
No, the Monday when we were doing the counseling sessions, and then I did a session with you.
Sure, I even forgot about that. Okay, yeah.
I did a session with her. I was like, guys, right? And then was like, you were sleeping.
Okay. It depends. What am I gonna say?
Because then because every day you must be energetic. This day I'm like, Uniga is guy session is and he's keeping a straight face. And then I'm like, what am I going to say next? And you are very honest about your feelings.
Oh, I remember that I've been going.
And you were like, I'm like, I was.
You know what was going through my mind?
You wanted to escape?
No.
What?
Like, when I'm like in that mode, whatever you ask me, I'm gonna answer you on an honest thing. I'm gonna give you the full details, and then it's up to you whatever you do with it.
Yeah, you did that to me, and then I was like, okay, we are done, and then I'm like, okay, Shwazi, then you left. And then the next day, I had the sessions nabanya band. When I was about to leave, right, then he is now friendly. Like mood swings. Say hi Z, like hi. And I'm like, oh, we back at like Sateta. Well, how you know? I went no, and then he made up some lie.
What
he
did
said
I say?
to me, Mama, I took a video of him at the rehab because he was singing. Then he said that Mama wants the video of him singing. So then he gave me his mother's number, right? Then I'm like, okay, didn't get, but for some reason I got busy. I couldn't send the video to your mom. Friday, I'm about to go to the rehab. Like every day this Friday, I'm
Oh, it was that one Monday that you came because you couldn't come on the Friday.
Yes.
Okay.
So now I'm like, okay, this little prick, does he not escape a rehab? A rehab Friday. Usive escaped.
Ooh, who wouldn't escape?
Prison breaker vibes lo mntana phofu security suppose ba lugada abantwana bangabaleki kwabaleka yena. And then I'm sitting here apparently and I'm like, this child is very calculative and manipulative, because what did he do? He made sure that I have his mother's number so that we can stay in contact past the rehab.
Slay though.
Sorry,
I used your phrase.
But you did, like, I'm so glad you did that. I was like, oh.
That's why I gave you when I gave you my mom's number, I wanted the video. And I knew at that point I was gonna escape and eat it.
Hey, so I was glad I had my number. I reached out to your mom. I helped to look for you. I was all over social media. Guys, please help me find Stevie. I never thought I would be one of those people about I put you on social media. I put you on TikTok. I put you on Instagram, Facebook.
TikTok, yo! Ay.
Sive, do you know how worried I was? Because I felt that you will relapse, and you were doing so well for yourself.
I would never relapse.
And the Christmas thing where you guys were going to perform and stuff.
Do you think that was going to happen, Baglanda?
Let's not speak about that. But what I can say is that I was going through the most, guys. And my mama came, some fumano Sive, okay, sure. Does Sive not get locked? Then only Sive up escapes again. Escape.
I didn't escape again at my house.
What did you do? You left without telling your mom where you were going.
Oh, that's Abu. And then I came back and then everything was fine.
Yes, you did come back, and then drugs, lucky enough, but you worried us. How's your relationship with your mom now? Does she trust you?
Yes, it's the best. She just sent me 600 rand in my bank account for traveling to college, which she would never do. She would send it to somebody else.
So for someone else to help you with the traveling, so now you have trust. Do you think you'll break that trust again?
No. She actually can see that I am actually serious about school.
We've got to speak about school. What has helped you to stay sober past the rehab?
My girlfriend.
Yeah, you bought a calendar today. Like your friend also. Who's gonna help you to stay sober?
So was on lash. So was on lash.
Una 19 guys
dimqalele. So the unlahle mna. We made a promise, like the only reason my ex-girlfriends broke up with me, or I break up with them, is because I used to mess up.
Okay, Sive. Yeah, but I depend on the question because you're pretty stressed and the party don't Sive
Dream, yes.
Right. No, best say
Girlfriend, break up.
No, how do you stay sober? Apparently, go like your friend.
Oh, apparently, why? I watch YouTube, and they're not gonna take YouTube down. Yeah, it's always gonna be there. And
I'm asking this question for people that are addicts that want to stay sober.
Oh, okay, let me see. Be serious now. Okay, guys, what you're supposed to do is find a hobby. A person with no hobbies, I don't understand. John, at least let your hobby be staying indoors and watch Netflix. I'm not saying have a routine, but have one thing that you do every day, over and over and over and over.
What is that one thing that you do every day besides seeing your girlfriend?
Sit inside.
And do what?
Watch TV.
That's your new drug?
No, I wouldn't say that's my new drug.
Do you take any substance? Do you smoke cigarettes now?
Yes.
Do you drink alcohol?
No.
Will you ever drink alcohol? Why aren't you drinking?
I don't like the feeling that alcohol gives me.
Okay. Fuzzy.
Yeah, being drunk. That's why I hate weed. You can smoke anything else in front of me, but do not pull out a weed. I would walk out. I don't like weed at all.
So your cigarettes, you said, it's fine, like it's a manageable.
Yeah.
So what are you looking forward to, Kengoku? What are you going to be doing, Goku, now that you are outside of rehab?
Outside. School. Work.
School, what will you study?
Engineering.
Which one?
Civil engineering. Because I can draw and use a ruler. Civil engineering is about using rulers, guys.
What can you draw? Can you draw like houses, or can you draw people?
I don't know how to draw people. I would say I'm not a sketcher. I'm a drawer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So
There's two different types of sketch.
I know you'll take this forever and a half.
No.
But so you want to study, you are ready, you'll be registering as of
I'm going there Monday.
Monday. You will register. What else did I want to ask you? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's you are an author, actually. Yes, you are. You've written a book.
I would say a magazine. Okay.
Would you say it's an article?
Yeah.
Right?
Not a book, no. Because my life is still going on.
Okay, you feel you're too young to write a book, but
I'm
you've
too
written
young.
a chapter.
I'm too young to publish it, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can people read it?
Not now.
Almost
They
got
are
carried away.
reading it.
Who? Close people.
No, they are reading it. Everybody.
Oh, yeah, they are reading the book.
Like,
Smart. Listen, kukho abantu apha that would like to because abanye abantu like they want to watch the video, then now they want to watch they want to read the book, but the book is not there because we only have a chapter.
Okay, guys. You won't be able to read the book.
When the time is right.
Not now. Maybe when I'm 40 years old, then you're gonna read the book.
And guys, you remember denial the book came like already and said, but
do
no,
not
no, I'll not do that. I will not do that.
You can just give them like one sentence of the book, like in a phrase, like post it on Facebook or something. And then you're gonna say quoted from SOIS. That's the name of the book. So obviously I smoked. SOIS.
Yeah. So people can follow you on YouTube.
Yes, please, but it's not my account only. It's like a it's like a it's mine and my girlfriend's account. Please follow me. Then you'll know about
Follow you where? Are you on Instagram?
Yes. At I am Sivenathi. Yeah.
Okay, I'll put the
links down below.
The link down below.
Please
Yes.
subscribe to my channel.
And my
I didn't
channel.
post anything yet because I only created it like a few weeks ago.
Subscribe.
And please subscribe to Z's channel.
Steven, last question. Was it useful, the session that I did at the rehab? Because you just said you don't know what I was doing there, but you just know I was there.
You being there was useful. Because I was so confused. I was like, is this a counselor or what? And then I was like, okay, fine, I'll do what he tells me. But it was actually helpful. The part where I was singing, like I was singing with everybody. I was so interested in the choir thing because I was also a choir master there. And my choir was going somewhere. And then the rehab had to turn it down. I mean, like, come on.
We're not going to bash the rehab Betuna. But, yeah, is there anything else that you'd like to say or that you feel like you have been shared before we close? Besides asking people to look at you.
Look at me. That's what I want. And subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys. Please. I like it's a channel where I'm gonna vlog and do pranks.
How do you deal with people that you've met at the rehab now outside
Yo,
of the rehab
guys.
that have relapsed?
I just walk past. Except if they see me, then I'll be like, okay, yeah. I just walk past and I don't say anything. Because they're gonna ask me.
Look, I need to tell him about okay, I'm open for it. Okay. I'll show you this one. What do you
I just walk past them. I don't say anything unless they see me. Because I know they're gonna ask me, hey bro, and stuff. Don't you have money for this and this and that?
Bazocela drug. Money drugs.
Yeah. So I don't want any temptations.
Okay, Sivenathi, Betuna, please do subscribe to his channel. Actually, the girlfriend, if you are watching, thank you so much for keeping him sober, because you're part of the reason why that he is sober and you make him so happy. Silala Stielonda go Facebook. And because I don't want you to feel guilty relapse if but I wish you guys all the best with your girlfriend. And you have taught me so much, and I'm so glad that we have reunited.
What have I taught you before, Sivan?
Number one, listen. Sometimes people want someone to talk to. They don't want advice. So Mlando that goes to solution mode. Whenever someone tells me a problem, I wanna fix, I'm a fixer. But with you, you're like, you don't have to do anything with this information. I just want, like, basically, I mustn't feel sorry for you. You just wanted to do a venta, and then that's just that. So you taught me how to be present, how to listen attentively without feeling the guilt of doing something. The fact that I could see who can lead, right? Like, because like, even beaten by choir was not really a thing anymore. But I was able to reignite that thing of you wanting to lead the choir and take them somewhere. The fact that I then had a relationship with your mom, right? Outside of you, even though I've never met her a day in my life. And you made me excited to go to the rehab because you are one of the people that I saw, Bana, you are not going to relapse. Yeah, but hence I got disappointed when you ran away. But it was nice to know that even though you have run away, you are still like already.
I had to run away, yo.
And lastly, you've taught me how to love fully. Actually, something that you've been teaching me in this conversation. But if you're expecting love, don't sit back. Give it your all, then the ball will bounce back. Because, yeah.
It's just a leap of faith.
It is a leap of faith. And the older we are, the older we are, the more scared we are to be vulnerable because we calculate everything, which is wrong.
No, guys. Giving all the love is not being vulnerable. You're getting it wrong. You just
number 2000.
Give all. Like, this is a topic for like another because it's long.
So it's something that you can unpack on your channel when people do follow you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bonanem.
If you want to learn about the love life and how to think, and Majita, if you want to know how girls think, follow me. Subscribe. I will tell you everything, all the secrets they think we don't know.
It's good if they can know I'm your mom.
Oh.
The girls.
The girls, they think
yes,
we don't
the
know.
Girls.
Even the women, the old women, they think we don't know. I know everything.
Anyways, so it's been like a great journey, man. I'm looking forward to seeing how your life will unfold in the future. And yeah, I think also another thing is the fact that I could relate with the mom and being HIV positive. That's like my story as well. And
yeah, you told me about
yes.
that. Or you told us. Did you tell us? Or
I told everyone. Because I had to open a part of myself so that you can... You see? But I was already on the right path. But now, let me open up so that you can also be free to open up as well.
Well, that's what every counselor does.
I don't know. I've never been to a counseling session.
It doesn't work. People are clever. They already know how therapists work.
I'm not a therapist. That's another thing. I've never been to a therapy session, and I'm not one. But I did a great job, did I not? Because Kobe only categorized by the therapist.
It was just like a coincidence that you knew that.
Anyways, thank you so much, Siva, for coming. Betuna, if you have enjoyed this vlog, please do like, comment, and subscribe. I think I'm going to invite more people from the rehab to share their stories if they do want.
They just rob you.